Listen up, fellas.
Star-Crossed Kings continues. First game of the day. Again, King Luvnest continues to reign supreme, and Antilles is going to attempt to knock him off of his throne, try and take back his lead. Antilles has defeated 2 challengers. Luvnest has defeated 4, so Antilles is going to try and shut down Luvnest's streak while he has the chance. Series 1 of the day. Luvnest, the map is Minsk Pocket. Luvnest playing as Oster in the south, and Antilles playing as U.S. forces, as he always does in the north. And he loves long-range maps because of his tendency to go infantry company. So we'll see if he can take on Luvnest Oster. Wow, actually, okay, never mind. Antilles just locked in recon support, changing things up apparently. That's interesting. Insta-locked that. I wonder what he's planning. I think Recon's quite good on this map. Artillery is good on every map, and the Greyhound has very high mobility. The main gun makes it a good counter-harassment unit now. The main gun buff. Canister shot is kind of but it has a very good chance of wiping retreating squads on a map of this size with the main cannon, so we could see some interesting Greyhound usage this game. Luvnest has fielded Lightning War, Mechanized Assault, and Close Air Support. So, his standard loadout. Although he does have a tendency to flip his loadout around a little bit depending on the map and opponent. So, no elite troops, for example, this time. No Storm Doctrine either. Probably not going to see any Coco Jambo Award attempts from Luvnest. Maybe we'll see some super wacky strat from Antilles this game. I don't know. So... oh, I just got a comment from Captain Price. He says, as recon support, if he goes pack howitzer with the sight range boost on his rifleman, he should be able to beat Oster, because to beat Oster you need long range units. That's Captain Price's opinion on recon support.
Capture point is being overrun.
But I think that infantry company also has lots of long range units.
Target secure. So
it's true though, on this map, long range is extremely important. We're going to see that same 2 rear echelon troop opening from Antilles that he always has a tendency to use to give himself that little bit of extra capping power. And 1 squad going left, the other going right, and his 2 riflemen are making their way towards the south fuel now, about to encounter 2 squads of grenadiers. Looks like that one got caught a little out in the open. This one had cover though. Antilles is not trying to charge into close range, and he's not focus firing 1 squad either. These 2 grenadiers are going to move to focus fire a squad at long range, but this squad's not really in cover. Antilles moves to close into short range, and grenadiers switch targets. This squad needs to close the gap while they're targeting that rifle squad. But he's not going to do so, and as a result he'll probably lose this engagement, especially with the 3rd squad of grenadiers on its way to support, and the 3rd squad of riflemen not even close to arriving to the engagement in time. And there's 1 retreat. And this one will be soon to follow. Although he may be able to force 2 retreats on Gren squads, which is something. He'll weaken Luvnest a little bit here on the front line. There goes that squad. MG42 setting up is going to definitely seal the deal on that engagement. Riflemen will be forced to retreat. Barbed wire, very early barbed wire there from Luvnest. Will force Antilles to circle around to continue capturing over here on the right side. And Antilles has finished capturing everything left, except for this point, and his riflemen are going to start flanking around to take control of this sector. I very often see U.S. players make an attempt for this fuel a little early. I feel like it's almost futile to even try that. It's so far away from your base. I mean, it might be possible to win an engagement, but it seems very difficult. Volley fire suppresses some Pyos over here on the right side, but they might win the engagement. I don't know. They did manage to get the pin. But the rear echelon troops are going to retreat anyway, because if anything shows up to support, those rear echelon troops could very well get wiped on retreat. They might get wiped on retreat anyway, because of that barbed wire. Oh my god, that mustachio is in my stream. Wow. Hi, that mustachio. I never thought you'd actually like. That's so cool. I feel so special. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Riflemen go on an overly deep flank right here. And that's not good. I hope they don't get wiped. Looks like they're going to. Yep. Should not have done that. Everything Luvnest has is just standing right here. I don't know if what Antilles thought that was going to accomplish. That early wipe is really going to hurt. He went with the 4 riflemen opening. No officers yet. Wonder if he's going to replace that squad. LMG Grens with MG support making their way now towards Antilles fuel, and the fact that they all still have full health and one of Antilles' squads just got wiped is going to make that a very winnable engagement. Antilles spreading simply towards the flanks right now. And a 2-2-1 is in production for Luvnest, probably going to make its way straight down the center. Chases away this squad with his blob. These 3 squads will continue to work the right side.
Gather round. I smell orders. Ah, nuts. We got orders coming. Area secured.
That's it.
That was walk over here! Orders incoming! Stand ready! Alright.
Cutoff attempt by Antilles, but his insistence on going super deep is making him very exposed. Flamethrower catches this squad. This squad's gonna have to retreat from a 2-2-1 soon. Grenade research by Antilles forces some repositioning right there. This squad moving to try and catch up with these riflemen. Both squads down to 3 men. This squad retreating through LMG Grens and MG42. Fire drops another model.
Target secure. A capture point is under attack.
Stand ready!
There's a retreat from that squad. If they take this right side route, which it looks like they're going to, everything should be able to get away. But that cutoff maneuver he executed just now only drained Luvnest's resources very briefly. And he doesn't even control his own fuel point. Captain on the field now, heading right. And so far this game is just going terribly for Antilles. He doesn't even have a victory point lead, in fact. Luvnest is in the lead for VPs by about 50. Flamethrower encounters rear echelons on the munitions point over here. They'll retreat away from that captain. And the 2-2-2 chases away the minesweeper from the victory point. MG42 needs to capture it. That's the second MG42. This one is fresh. The other one continues to defend the fuel right here, and Luvnest has a massive fuel advantage over his opponent right now. Grenadiers grab the munitions and make their way left to take control of this strategic point, and there is a bunker being constructed here in the base. For healing, Panzer Grenadiers hitting the field now as well. No tech from Luvnest yet, also no commander selection, so not sure what he's going to do.
Taking our territory. I've got us pegged! Greyhound, ready for action. M8, ready for battle.
Panzer Grenadiers go in on the captain right here on the fuel point and will prevent the capture really quick. Officer model goes down, so there goes all of the anti-infantry damage, and this squad gets wiped. Late retreat by Antilles right there, and now he's lost a full squad of riflemen and his captain. Luvnest has barely lost anything. It's 34-9 right now. Oh my god, Antilles, what are you doing? Greyhound on the field, forces a retreat from that squad. Here comes Panzerfaust. No armor skirt. Oh yes, there's the armor skirt upgrade. Two Grenadiers will retreat. You are watching a tournament commentated by me. That's what this is. Enjoy your breakfast.
it off and listen up. Get off and steady
These
up.
3 squads of riflemen
Reinforcements in.
reinforcing and healing by an ambulance right here.
You might just make it. Area is ours.
And Pios are repairing the 222 here in the middle. Fortunately, Antilles has managed to break double digits on kills. Good job,
Greyhound, ready for action.
Antilles.
Squad, get ready.
MG42 suppresses that rear echelon troop squad, and off they go.
What am I meant to do with these recruits? Crew ready.
AT gun on the field for Antilles now. He's triple capped and has nothing but a fuel point and some strategic points.
Yeah. Standing by. MG42.
And so far, things could probably not be off to a worse start. It's probably impossible for this game to be going worse right now for Antilles. Here he comes for his next extremely feeble push. That Greyhound is the only thing that might be able to work a miracle for him. Maybe. Main gun snipes a couple grenadiers. They'll be forced to retreat. Smoke grenade deployed by these riflemen, making their way down the center. An AT gun is almost in range on that 222, but he doesn't have vision.
Taking fire! Keep the gun on it! Earn a promotion! The capture point is under attack. Ow!
Orders.
Our supply line just got cut
Riflemen pulling away from Panzer Grenadiers over here, or at least they probably should. They're falling low pretty quick. There go the riflemen. LMG Grenadiers laser beaming that AT gun down, probably gonna DP that. These riflemen may struggle to protect it.
90 days orders.
Rear echelon troops harass the VP over here on the left side, try and get that under control. Another machine gun set up on the right to keep Antilles contained over there. Looks like this game is honestly pretty much over. Panzer IV in production. Luvnest has chosen Lightning War. Has not fielded any of its features yet, though. He has access to relief infantry and tactical movement G43s. I'm not really expecting him to use... Oh, there we go. Okay, G43s on his last remaining Grenadier squad, sure. Why not? There's some medium range engagement potential on this map if you get really close to your opponent's base.
Grenadier down. In combat.
We have a new Panzer IV.
Ready.
Ready. A capture point is
Greyhound
being
struggling to
overrun.
find any opportunities, I guess because of the 222 being on the field. I actually haven't seen a 222 versus Greyhound fight this patch. I assume the Greyhound should win,
Krauts have cut our
as long as it
supply
doesn't take a
line.
Panzerfaust or
Frontline units are being
anything
hung
like
out
that.
to dry.
All things being equal. The M20 has a bazooka in the crew to help it in those engagements, and it can plant mines. The Greyhound just has a pretty beefy gun, I think. Of course, if it misses, that doesn't help. I don't know, looks like that fight was going pretty even. Probably comes down to RNG like most pretty roughly equal vehicle battles do in cost.
The enemy is overrunning one of our
How are we
capture
supposed to
points.
win this war with armored cars? Good question, Rifleman. I don't know how you're gonna win this war with that armored car. I'm asking myself the same thing right now.
Germans are making
2 big hits on the Panzer IV from that AT gun at least. Panzer IV chases away a rear echelon troop squad right there, and these riflemen will be next. Rifle grenade on that scout car forces it to reposition a little bit. Here comes a bit of a push against the Panzer IV. MGs and LMG Grenadiers will keep all of this stuff pinned down. Greyhound is going deep. Oh my god, that mine. Antilles misses it by a hair. Makes his way back from the left flank to shoot at that machine gun, but his rifleman just got wiped by the Panzer IV over here on the right side. Luvnest is going to make a full retreat, though. I'm not sure I'm convinced that was necessary, but apparently he didn't want to lose anything to that Greyhound, so he just pulls completely back. He's had his opponent contained for so long that that full retreat probably isn't even going to cost him that much, but Antilles will get back control of his fuel point at least, back capping the right side strategic point with his AT gun. and everything else, healing and reinforcing in the base. Panzer IV decides to re-engage despite being at half health. Needs to be very careful, by the way. If he hits a mine, well, there are no mines, but if he takes engine damage from a rifle grenade, that would be extremely bad. He's quite deep behind enemy lines, and Antilles does have 2 AT guns.
Are seizing the sector.
S-mines going down on this approach to prevent harassment of the territory over here. Antilles Minesweeper is currently heading that direction though, so that may not have too much of an impact. Antilles is almost certainly going to spot that. But the flamethrower can try and chase the Minesweeper away. Panzergrenadiers and Grenadiers move to take control of the fuel point, and
Ready for orders.
Panzer IV is just kind of sitting in these trees.
The enemy is in your sights.
222 fully repaired, making its way back to the front line, and Luvnest has such a huge fuel advantage that he's actually going to go with a second Panzer IV because he still doesn't have the CPs for Tiger. With 35 fuel coming in, there's a pretty decent chance that he's going to be able to get that Tiger right at 11 CPs, even after going Tier 3 into 2 P4s. Which is pretty bad news for Antilles. That Panzer IV needs to get away from those AT guns, though. That shot does not connect. Both AT guns are going to pull back to safety, away from those Panzer Grenadiers, which continue to defend this area against riflemen and AT guns alike. MG42, Pios, bundle grenade, off target, kills 1 rifleman. And 222's over here on the left, push away these rifles.
Down to 200 points.
Yeah, spoilers, Antilles. Who's to say what's gonna happen? We don't know. Are you saying you don't make a huge comeback over the course of the next 3 minutes of observer delay? Could have sworn you had this one. This point is captured, this point's about to be captured, and Antilles is about to be 100% base locked. 2 Panzer IVs on the field, triple capped, everything going extremely poorly. MG bunker right there from Luvnest, who just tries to continue to solidify his lead and seal this game. Greyhound goes down instantly. Second Greyhound on the field apparently for some reason. This is probably going to be the final engagement right here. AT gun getting cleared. There's tactical movement from Luvnest to try and sprint some infantry into range, I guess. I don't even know why he did that. Sure. Panzer IV flanking behind. There goes that Greyhound. All AT guns cleared. And that's definitely the game. GG. Luvnest takes game 1, 484 victory points in the lead, and we know that Antilles is primarily an allied player, so I'm not anticipating a whole lot more success from him in game 2, but I guess we're about to find out. Well played, Luvnest.